What is up, guys? Sushi Mancer here. In this video I'm going to be covering a Bant deck that I made. I made this a while ago. I played through it with it through Platinum and I think Diamond, but I lost my rank in the meantime because I didn't play a lot this last month. I think I was Platinum and then I dropped to Gold because of the rotation. So this video includes one otherworldly gaze to surveil 3. I like the word change. They used to word it differently, but now they changed it to surveil 3. And this basically helps you dig for approach of the second sun, or basically look at the top 3 and like surveil 3 is decent, especially turn 1 or 2. And then 4 copies of joint exploration. In my opinion, this card replaced Grove Spiral and Explore for me, because you scry to draw a card, and then if you kick, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So this is a 3-mana ramp spell that lets you scry through and draw 1, which I think is a very good value. Then to fit the theme, Bant domain, we have 4 copies of Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Now there's a lot of reasons this card is in the deck. One being to cast Leyline Binding for 1 mana. I'll get to that in a second. 2, Memory Deluge, probably one of the best control spells in Arena and Pioneer at the moment. Is you, for 4 mana, you look at the top X card of your library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast the spell. Then put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of the library in any random order. And then we have 2 copies of Supreme Verdict. We have 4 copies of, okay, well, so Supreme Verdict is basically the most efficient way to board wipe, especially against another control player, because it can't be countered. Then we have 4 copies of Nael Avizo Aeronaut. It's a 4 mana 2/4 flying elf scout that has domain. Whenever Nael Avzoa Aeronaut deals combat damage to a player, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Then put 1 of them on top of your library and the rest on the bottom in a random order. Then if there are 5 basic land types among cards among lands you control, then you draw a card. So with her, you basically look at the top 5, you select 1, and then you draw it because you have all basic land types with Dryad of the Leyline Grove. Then we have 2 copies of Doomscar, also Supreme Verdict, to board wipe if needed, because this is a domain list, but it can also be a control list. Then we have 4 copies of Teferi, Year of Dominaria. I think this is one of the best planeswalkers in Explorer and Pioneer, and it does see play in modern Azorius control lists, or blue-white control lists. We have 2 copies of Joda's Codex. With Shark Typhoon, this creates a 5/5 shark, and you can tap it for 0 mana and draw a card, because it costs 1 less for each basic land type among lands you control. We have 4 Leyline Binding with Dryad of the Elysian Grove. This is a 1 mana flash enchantment that exiles a non-land permanent until it leaves the battlefield. And then we have so Leyline Binding is very good. This is being played in Standard, it's being played in Explorer, is Pioneer and Modern. I don't know what other formats, but that's the ones that I'm familiar with. We have 3 copies of Shark Typhoon. Leyline Binding is a 6 mana enchantment, and you can cast it for 1 mana, but with Shark Typhoon you can still create a 6/6 shark for 1 mana, so it's very good synergy in this deck. Then we have 1 approach of the second sun. Along with otherworldly gaze, you can basically surveil 3, and then for 2 mana you can surveil 3 again, and then you can draw this on your next turn and cast it. I actually recorded a few games before this one that I had to scrap because my mic wasn't connected, but yeah, actually that was a very decent few wins. Then we have 3 plains, 5 islands, 3 forests, 4 hollowed fountain, 4 temple garden, and 4 breeding pool. And then to fix your mana for Fabled Passage, This deck runs 27 lands. And yeah, I would say it's Bant domain. I like it serves as control list, but it also has other elements to win. But the main win condition is controlling the board with Leyline Binding and resolving Approach of the Second Sun twice. But you can also control the game and basically, so I'm just gonna keep track of my victories. This is a very good hand. I will keep this actually, as I have Supreme Verdict and Dryad in my hand. I'm gonna try and keep this. Let's see how this goes. I like his sleeves. That's actually one of my more favorite sleeves. Okay, so I'm gonna have a Jodat Codex that taps for 0 in a few turns. Oh, you're playing hero. So what I'm doing here, right, is I play the Fabled Passage to crack it to search for planes, and then hopefully resolve it in a few turns. I just want to see what he's doing. I'm basically slowly going to make my way into resolving Supreme Verdict, because I think I'll need to board wipe very soon. Yeah, that's a good. I think that was a good hand to keep. I wonder if I should play Dryad here. No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but I think he won't be able to resolve more haste creatures. Another hero, that's fine. It's a solid board state. I don't think I'm gonna recover from this. I'm gonna play a plains board wipe. He can ping me for 2 damage, but he lost all his creatures. Let's see what he does now. Okay. Gonna Teferi and then bounce that to his hand. The next turn, Dryad and Leyline Binding for 1. In 1 more land, and I can cast Shark Typhoon, so I might actually opt to do that. Okay, so I'm going to untap I'm just gonna draw first and see what I can do. I'm going to shock this in, and I'm going to resolve Shark Typhoon. I want to cast Leyline Binding for 1. This is like very risky. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I forgot about Shark Typhoon for a second. Yo, I thought I was dead. He has to attack the Teferi now. If I don't gain life, I'm dead, so I need to do this actually. I have a blocker and 7 life, and I'm going to untap 2 lands.
No time for a break.
I'm not dead. I'm 1 off from being dead. And he pings me because 1 died. He pings me for 1.
Let's skip to the good part.
Yo, I'm going to need all the luck I can get. I'm going to exile Judith. Oh wow, am I dead? I'm not dead, am I? Let me just check something. I want to check something. I'm dead. I'm actually dead because of life gain. That sucks. I'm dead. Oh my word. Nothing could have stopped this from happening. That's it, feels bad. Yeah, well that's... I'm 0-1, but that's only game 1. The previous recording had a better turnaround. The better outcome. I think from game 2 I started winning, but I also lost game 1. I think I checked it on paper. I was like 2-2. But I mean, I think like that's just a matter of life gain. Like even if I destroyed this whole board, you would have been able to deal damage regardless. It's a weird hand to keep. I have no Dryad, but I have Leyline and Jodas Codex. But I think I'm gonna keep. I can have it turn 3 Leyline Binding. Thoughtseize? No Thoughtseize? Okay, that's fine. Teferi, there we go. I'm just gonna play these in tap and then turn 3 player planes and have Leyline Binding open. Yo. Okay. 2 Shambling Ghasts. Such a weird deck. Oh, I know this. Gonna exile this right here. I do not want him creating stuff. What does he create? 2-1 elemental of haste. So I will happily discard a Jonas Codex. You can go. Damnation sleeve is pretty cool. Ooh, Doomscar. I'm going to not shock this in and then foretell Doomscar. Then next turn play Feral Passage. No wait, I can actually play Teferi. No wait, let me see what I do when I get there. Ooh. I can comfortably Doomscar and then Teferi bounce the token when he plays it. I'll just do that. He creates treasures from the Death Triggers, I believe. I'm going to crack this and get a get island. No, I'll get an island. Oh, he's one more mount and then you can play Roxa. It's actually something to... What's this? Oh wait, he can play Croxa now. I'm just gonna Leyline Binding that. You can play Croxa with treasures, I guess. I'm gonna discard the planes.
I'm not going to sit this one out. Let's take it back.
Play planes. So it exiles that. It doesn't have haste. I can just Leyline Binding that. I think I'm fine. I'm just a basic land. Woo! Better. My calls. Shark Typhoon. And then plus Teferi. And then untap 2 lands and exile the Reflection of Kiki Chiki. That's my plan.
Keep up the pace.
See what I draw. Woo! Good stuff. I'm gonna untap Breeding Pool table. On his upkeep, I'm going to exile it straight away. There we go. And now you'll see that I can actually make a 6/6 shark for 1 mana. That's value, if anything else. Just exile that. Oh, okay. Well, then let's see what he does. He's 1 turn away from Croxa though. I'm going to draw a card and then keep 1 non-land in hand. So I can... Get 1 land in hand so I can discard that to Croxa when he plays it. I think he'll be able... No, he won't be able to escape it.
Hurry.
Oh, double. There we go. Opponent casually reading the card, as everyone should. That's a lot of text. A lot of text on uncommon legendary. He's gonna play out Croxa? I mean, I would. Oh, there we go. Nice. Gain 1 life. Plus the fairy.
No time for a break.
I need a life gain. I'm keeping Supreme Verdict to be able to discard that to Croxa, because I think he is going to try and play it. And I'm going to use Nael to tutor for a... I saw that coming, my friend. Discard Supreme Verdict. He loses 1 life. He can't escape it at least, which is good for me. I need Approach of the Second Sun. That's my way of staying alive here. Okay. It's going to thin out my deck count. I'm going to plus Fury.
Hurry.
Oh, I should have used I'll actually just do this. I'll attack like this. I'm not gonna untap that. You can't escape Croxa, so the only thing you'll be able to do now is that, I guess. Trying to join exploration. Try and kick it. Play 2-2.
Let's skip to the good part.
Well, this is even better. I was going to a prismatic, a Leyline Binding the meat hook. Create a casual 6-6. Don't mind if I do. And it's gonna take that, thank you. 16, 18. There we go. That was my way out. There's no way I lose now. I'm just gonna bounce that as well. Bye bye. I want to see what he does now. I will just flash in Leyline Binding for the Croxa, and then there's nothing he can do. I don't think I'm gonna lose this game, boys, unless he Mewtwo's. I mean, Mewtwo might win, but yeah, it's gonna escape now. Discard a casual nail. Shame. Down 1-1. Minus 29. There we go. See? Leyline Binding for 1 mana. That's what it does. This deck is functioned and built to cast 4 Leyline. Look, check this out. Oh, can I go back? I want to go back. I had 4 of them. 4 Leyline Bindings. Okay, well, let's just see if I can win one more game. If I win one more game, I'll be 2-1. That's a good win rate at a FNM. Oh, quests for days. I think one more game, win or lose. That's enough for this video. I'm getting quite hungry. I'm just going to join exploration and look for another forest. Then this is like the perfect hand. They don't get better hands than this. I'm gonna use joint exploration to get forests. That's basically it. Please don't be live again. Okay, well. Shock in Dryad, Island, and then I have a turn 4 Leyline Binding for 1 mana. I just want him to give it protection from something so that I can flash in Leyline. What is that? Okay, I'm going to let him do that. And then hopefully cast another spell. There we go. Alright. Connive is so good actually. It's a pretty decent spell. Oh, I wish I could play that Codex. On a pass turn, and then on his up and on his end step, play Joint Exploration for its kicker cost. Let's see what I can get. I'll keep one. I'll keep a sacred. I'll have temple. Change of route. I want to see what this guy does. I'll play Jodas Codex for 0 mana. I'm gonna Doomscar as soon as I can. Yes, there we go. I'm gonna block that. I take 5 damage. And I'm going to Doomscar. There we go. I'm just gonna say no to his whole strategy. And that is why you play Doomscar. Gonna play the Shark Typhoon out here. And then every other non-creature spell will just be like a lot of damage. Oh, okay. Fairy Vandal. The good thing about Shark Typhoon is even if you play a Planeswalker like Teferi, you create a 5/5, right? Yeah, you create a 5/5 Shark that protects the Planeswalker, and even if they counter, you still have that 5/5. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to minus and then bounce the Fairy Vandal to his deck. Okay, that's fine. But I still have, you see, like, even if this happens, I still have the Shark to block with. So even if he attacks, there's like literally nothing you can really do.
Oh,
Gonna untap Breeding Pool and Temple, and then keep mana open for Otherworldly Gaze. Because I think at this point of the game, I want to wait. I'm actually just gonna I'm gonna Otherworldly Gaze, see what I can get. 2 sharks, nice. For a second I forgot I had 2. I'm going to burn Niall and then keep the Dryad. I'm just gonna plus the Fairy first. See if I can draw into another land, maybe.
we need to move quickly.
Whew. I'm lucky. Let me get an island here. I'm gonna play out the Dryad. And then I'm going to attack with everything. And see if he blocks, how he blocks. He kind of needs to. I think he is dead. He doesn't just know it. He just doesn't know it. So if I memory deluge now for 4, I create 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Create 2 sharks. I'm gonna take a Jodas Codex and a Doomscar, just in case. And otherworldly guys as well. Okay, well, he couldn't take it anymore. I think that's it for this video. Well, I went 2-1. I featured 2 games. That was 2 solid victories. Game 1 I lost very badly, but I mean that was a fine performance of the deck. I'm not gonna open a pack now. Okay, nope. I'm gonna get back to the deck list. I will actually, the link will be in the description to the actual deck list. I'll export it to MTG Goldfish. But yeah, I mean, that's Bant Domain. If you have these cards, brew it together. It's a fun deck, very interactive. And the win condition is, it's good. Price of the Second Sun and Teferi work very well together. And Shark Typhoon is a powerhouse, especially with Leyline Binding. And drawing a card for playing a codex like Jodas Codex for 5 mana and then tap it each turn to draw a card for 0 mana that's just value, and it does create a 5/5 shark. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. I was a bit busy the last couple of days. I was away this weekend and I've just been doing stuff IRL. Like right now I'm like super into this one book that I'm reading. But I'll make commander content again. I just need the creativity to actually brew a list and then make a video about it. And I'm also going on holiday in 2 weeks. So I'll maybe just like pick up on all of that January. Unless I find the inspiration in these 2 weeks, but I probably will. But anyways guys, thanks for watching and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.